I appreciate it.
So that your shit doesn't go too fucking south.
I don't immediately say something that'll get you banned.
Right. Weight of the world is on your shoulders that day. I actually based the premise of a story. This is one of the songs around the song. It's a Teen Wolf fan fiction, and because in it, in actual canon, Styles' mother passes away when he's really young. Frontal temporal dementia, which is where the frontal lobe of the brain actually shrinks.
That's so dramatic, it sounds very fake.
It really is, and it's a real thing. That's actually what they thought Mimi had.
Oh shit, alright.
At one point, they thought that was the type of dementia she had because...
Smells awesome.
Right? That's the smell I'm talking about.
I love it. It's like old books, but better.
Right? And so, in the story, I wanted a book to be passed down through generations from his mom to him, you know, through their family line. And I wanted the beginning of the book to be written by Styles' first life. And with the insight that he can see into the future he's writing. So he's writing to his future self, and he's aware that that's his future self. And, but present day Styles doesn't know that Silas is him. So when he's reading it, and past Styles / Silas, because that's the name I went with, is telling him, you know, cut your father some slack. He did the best that he could because, you know, his wife, that was his soulmate, and, you know, he handled things the best. Because it's very much in canon that Noah actually became an alcoholic after Claudia passed away. And Styles was like,
her name was Claudia, and he's a werewolf.
No, he's a spark. He's not a werewolf. Her last name is Gajos? It's Polish.
Okay, so something from Polish folklore.
Yeah. Well, his name means sword and glory. His actual name, I can't pronounce it. I'm not even gonna try. But his mom called him Mischief, and he chose the name Styles because it was his grandfather's nickname. But I hate that that's where it came from, because Elias, or is it Elijah? Noah's father's a piece of shit, essentially. He was an abusive piece of shit. And I just find it weird that I think Styles literally just saw the name and didn't realize that it was Grandpa piece of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Originally, when he picked it,
he's like, oh, this is cool.
And it is kind of towing the line of, and so, Styles' given name isn't revealed until the Riders on the Storm storyline, the Ghost Hunt, or the Wild Hunt rather, the Wild Hunt. Are you familiar with Wild Hunt? The original lore behind the Wild Hunt?
Yes. Yeah. The lore, yes. I'm familiar with
so
that.
If you take the lyrics, Riders on the Storm, and you combine it with the original lore of the Wild Hunt, that's the storyline of that season.
Cool.
And so they take them to this dimension where they're waiting, and they apparently wipe out entire towns and leave behind Banshee and whatever she wishes. But this time it wasn't a Banshee who was going to be left behind, it was going to be Noah with Claudia. The Wild Hunt brought Claudia back and took Styles away. Because they wipe the memory of your existence once you're taken.
That's cool.
Yeah. I liked the premise behind that whole story. It was so creative. So it was really good. Hello everybody. So I have my mess of stuff here. I've paused working on my dress and I'm making this bias tape, but it's still related because Rory had the suggestion to use one of the scraps and turn it into a bandana, and so I'm going to line all the edges with this bias tape that I'm making to make a bandana. So I figured I'd do that while I was thinking about it. But yeah, that whole storyline was pretty amazing. Closest thing Peter Hale ever came to having a redemption arc, because Ian Bohen was like, please let him redeem himself, and the writers kept telling him no. That Peter was supposed to be this like piece of shit, and I'm like, but he's not. He went on like this psychosis run when he woke up in season 1 because he was avenging his family. Every person he killed was actually involved in the death of his entire.
From Hawkeye, but we won't from him.
Right. Right. And so, oh yeah, because that whole Ronin storyline.
I hated that, especially with how they treated Bucky. But welcome back for your serial killer gap year.
I hated Civil War. Bothered me so much because of that. That was literally the whole argument. Was you killed my family? Oh, you knew he killed my family? You didn't tell me?
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I'm gonna throw this massive fucking tantrum over something that was beyond a man's control.
And
they literally
exactly how Steve expected, and that's why he didn't say anything.
Right. Bucky was mine.
Bucky has left the building.
Bucky was essentially mine graped into doing a lot of shit. Yeah. They used his body. How do you think Bucky felt once he found out all the shit that he did? Because there's a whole storyline in the Falcon show that they do with him, where he's making amends to the people that he hurt along the way, the families of who's left behind. He knows what he did. Like how. And then, you know, someone who's supposed to be helping him and doing all this, that, and the other is now fucking throwing a goddamn tantrum. And Steve knew he was gonna act that way, and he did. And I'm so pissed about it. It's like, yes, you can be angry and upset because that's legitimate. Your fucking parents died. I get it.
Your feelings are valid. Your reaction is not.
No, it's not. And that's where the Accords also came from, was his fucking tantrum. I think
the goddamn Accords, which would have fucked everything for everyone.
Oh yeah. And I think I'm convinced Tony knew the whole time. And I think he used finding out from Steve as a because he wanted someone to hit. That's what that whole thing was about. He wanted someone to hit. And I think he knew well before he found out Steve knew.
It wouldn't surprise me, not at all.
I think before he saw that, you know, the whole thing where he was confirmed, I think he knew. I think he inferred.
Suspected.
Yeah, he inferred. Because a lot of things were attributed to Bucky, you know, like JFK.
Yeah, right? I love that.
I do too. I mean, it sucks for both of them, but like that's just funny that they just like pop in and out of cryo to do this, that, and the other.
He's killed so many random people. I mean, it's awful, but it's hilarious.
Here's the thing, though. Before they established Tony Stark's birthday in the MCU, Tony Stark... Now, listen, here's the timeline, though, right? 1940-something was when Steve was turned.
47?
40-something. I don't remember what year it was. All through the 30s, 40s, and 50s, Daddy Stark is a young man. Are you telling me that man was like in his 60s or 70s when he conceived Tony? Because Tony was born in like 70 something. They established his birthday is like 76.
And he's like 20. He feels more 30 in like Katfa, but we could say he's like early mid 20s. Be generous.
I think Tony Stark, before they established his birthday, I think Tony Stark was actually born around the time that his dad was in his 30s or 40s, give or take. Which means that Tony Stark, in the beginning, the first time we see him, he's like 40-something-ish, give or take. I gotta redo the math, but I figured it out with something like he was like 40-something. All the shit that happens to him, how the fuck did he not die in the first Iron Man movie? My theory is that Daddy Stark dosed him, either on purpose or on accident, I don't know.
With the super soldier serum?
Before they figured out that they needed the gamma shit to make it work. The radiation aspect.
Yeah.
And I think it latched on either to Daddy Stark through exposure and in conceiving Tony altered DNA.
There.
Right. So either it was through exposure to all that stuff and then conception happened, whether it was the radiation or not, whether it was the exposure through working with Steve, whatever it was. I think Tony has an extra advantage that no one's talking about. Because how the fuck do you get blown up and not die?
Fall through a portal, gets Hulk slammed into the ground.
And he gets injured heavily not wearing the suit, and he survives a lot of it. And then when the suit becomes damaged during their fight in Civil War, and he should have not been able to, he should have been at least paralyzed.
That was
partially,
yeah,
because the suit got really damaged, and like by the end of that, half his face is missing from the suit. Like the helmet is all damaged, and like part of the arm, you know.
It always pissed me off how he reacted about Rhodey.
Mm-hmm.
Vision was the one who shot him. If you're going to blame someone,
Vision, who was his own creation.
Yeah, you created Vision, who basically had a ricochet when he was going after Sam.
I'm doing okay, thank you. Yeah. Once again, he's blamed someone else for something that was not in their control.
This is not a Tony Stark safe space.
No, it's not. I love Tony. I absolutely do love Tony.
Yeah.
I don't hate him as a character or even as a person.
Of course not.
And he was written really well. I just think there's a lot of things that the MCU is trying to write off, like plot holes and shit. Like, oh no, there's no way he could have been exposed to the super soldier serum. Okay, well here's the thing. Bucky was. When Steve goes in and saves him, when they're all captured and they're marching home, he's already been injected with super serum.
Zola.
Mm-hmm.
That this started before Steve was maybe even Captain America.
You know what? Honestly, yeah, because Daddy Stark was, he's literally the smartest man in the room at the time, because we haven't met Shuri yet. She's super smart. She's smarter than he is, obviously.
Yeah.
She has the disadvantage of her youth because of lack of life experience. She has a lot, though.
Yeah.
A lot, because her family culturally and the people around her culturally have taught her a ton. But in a lot of ways, there are
some things you have to learn from age, unfortunately.
And you know, exposure experience and that sort of thing. And it's not even, oh, well, they were locked in this little tiny little space. No, that's not what I mean. They could have never met the rest of the world, and she still would have gained because all the other adults gained life experience and knowledge. You know?
You can't blame that on Wakanda being separated.
No, you can't at all, because the rest of the adults...
It's completely irrelevant.
It really is. And even if we'd never met them, and they had never...
I know what you mean.
You know, if the world had never met Wakanda, never knew it existed as a space, and they never joined the rest of the world... Oh my god, where's my tablet? Because my phone is... Oh my...
Love these cats.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. I get Zaza.
He's decided he wants to curl up with Zaza now.
Oh my god, did I get it? Here, can you get a shot from like that point of view from over there?
Yeah.
There.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. I didn't even realize that one of Jason's shoes were back there.
Oh, it is.
It does. It looks like a pile of like unkempt crap. It's a sheet and a shoe, and it looks like a garbage heap.
There's maybe 3 items.
I know. It just looks like there's so many there.
It's this house.
Yeah, it really kind of is. Oh my goodness. Cause what's his name? Jedediah? That was the guy's name? The one who tried to steal who took Tony's device right out of his chest.
Oh, Obadiah.
Obadiah. I was close. I was like, I couldn't remember that guy's name. If Daddy Stark didn't dose Tony, I can guarantee you he did.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck.
Tony as
I
a
feel
kid.
like it'd be more likely from Obadiah than from Howard.
Tony as a kid. Tony as a kid, because he was around him all the time. He was a family friend. He was a trusted family friend. Uncle, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
So if Daddy didn't do it by accident or even on purpose, Obadiah definitely did.
Oh yeah.
Dosed him just to test and see. Because remember, he tried to talk him into human, testing early. I bet you he snuck it. I bet you he injected Tony at one point while he was a kid. I guarantee you he did. Because he kind of alludes to it during their fight. He kind of alludes, like if
that would make a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. Because if you pay attention to what he's telling him as he's justifying what he's doing to Tony as an adult, trying to steal the thing out of his, I'm like, that's what I was like. That motherfucker dosed him as a kid. I guarantee you he dosed him as a kid. I'm sitting there like, this is like my 4th time. Because he said something. Something like he'd been waiting. What would you be waiting on? What are you talking about? And it dawned on me, I'm like, oh my fucking god, he's been waiting for Tony to grow up. And I bet you he orchestrated that whole fucking thing where he did, because he was the reason Tony was in the cave. He probably orchestrated the entire lead up to that as well. Everything.
In the hopes of getting another super soldier.
Mm-hmm. He dosed him as a kid. Waiting for him to grow up, to become a man, to do all of that. Like, because he's an older dude and he's really smart too. He's an engineer or something, I can't remember. He's the one who did a lot of the calculations and stuff with Howard, thank you. I'm tired of calling him Daddy Stark because I couldn't fucking remember his first name.
Oh, is that why I thought you were?
Yep! That's exactly why I couldn't remember.
Howard Stark.
Yes, thank you. We're talking about Tony, Obadiah, and Howard, and how my theory of Tony being dosed at some point in his early childhood with the original super soldier serum before it was completely like solidified as what the end product was injected into Steve was. Because Obadiah kept trying to talk Howard into starting human trials before they thought it was ready. And I'm pretty sure that he dosed Tony with it before they realized they needed the the radiation aspect to make it all work properly. Because there are times where Tony isn't wearing the suit and he gets heavily damaged and he should not live. He should not have lived. There's no way for it to have made sense for him to be alive. Especially when the arc reactor in his chest was actively fucking poisoning him.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too. Like, what the fuck? And he's just casually sitting inside of a donut, dying.
No worries.
He's like, well, if I'm gonna go, I better go happy with a fucking donut in my hand. I'm like, what? Oh my god.
Yeah, it makes me think of that episode of What If.
Yeah. Yes. Did I finish watching all of those episodes? I think I did. I don't remember. Because that was memorable.
The one thing I wanted from the Captain Carter episode, what I wanted was Shrinky Clinks, but what we got was Steve's Iron Man, and honestly, it was about an even trade.
I still can't get over the whole zombie one. What the fuck was that about?
It was weird that it was my favorite because it was the only one with Peter and Scott.
True.
We had good
you know what?
apocalypse teamwork, and the general, oh my god.
What gets me is, how are the zombie ones working together? Like,
I've got no idea. No fucking clue. That didn't make a lot of sense.
It really didn't. I really want a spin-off with Scott and Peter.
Just the head. It reminds me of Santa Clarita Diet.
Mm-hmm.
I want Scott's head in a vase, and Peter's just carrying him around like in a web sling.
Futurama style.
Yes, exactly.
with and he just like feeds him like. Oh my god.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It's fucking running commentary, just all through. Wow, Peter's carrying him in a backpack. Jesus. Rory's a very close friend of the family, and they prefer not to be on camera, so I don't show them. But yeah, we're doing tie-dye stuff. They're doing a lot of tie-dye stuff for was it Relay for Life?
Yeah.
For cancer awareness, because it's a cause very close to Rory. So yeah, that's what's going on. That's who I'm talking with. They are a 15-year-old baby child, but also a 15-year-old, 40-year-old. So you know. And I say baby child, I mean that in a southern way, not like you're a little tiny runt running around. 15, right? 15?
Yeah.
15. That's what I was like. How old are they again? 15? 14? No, 15. That sounds.
This March.
Yeah, there you go. Because I was like, my brain was like, how old are they? Couldn't remember for a second.
I'm not good either, especially with like differences of a year or two.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it took me forever to stop telling people I was 19. Into my 20s. Up until I was 25, there was that hesitation.
That's okay. One time, the first time I went to the hospital, I went to visit mom. I told the checking clerk I was 12. Haven't been 12 in 3 years.
Oh my goodness.
Haven't been 12 in a very long time.
I sometimes have to think about, like, how old am I again? Oh yeah, 36. What? Wibbly wobbly time stuff, yep. I didn't stop feeling like I was 19 for years though. Like, it was just so weird. I didn't. I don't know what it was. I really don't. I don't. And yes, Rory's pronouns are in fact they, them, so. what I see.
Painted faces fill the places I can't read.
You know that I could use somebody. You know that I could use somebody. And don't get me wrong, I don't hate Tony Stark at all. I think him throwing that absolute bitch fit in Civil War was unnecessary. I think it was stupid. I think they did him dirty in that regard because there was so much character development that they fucking just shat on because of that storyline. You somebody, someone like you. Oh, I did not realize that I was hit 1K likes. Thank you. My goodness. It's very helpful. I appreciate it. I like Agent Carter's Howard. Didn't much care for video message Howard. In that movie reel that Tony finds, I did not care for that version of Howard. And it had nothing to do with the actor. That version of Howard was a fucking dick. In the video that Tony finds and he watches.
Oh, yeah.
I liked Agent Carter's Howard. That's that, even though a lot of it's a daisy chain. but
Oh, were you the one who showed me the Care Bear centipede tattoos?
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
Thanks, Matt.
Hello. So yes, this me bitching about Tony Stark is not that I hate him. I don't. Not in the least.
He's a fucking reality check and a shrink, though.
He does. I agree. I mean, you know, once you get drunk and pee in your suit in front of however many people,
I feel like that should be a line.
And I loved the rabbit, the big giant bunny rabbit that he got. The arms looked like boobs. The little short arms look like tits.
I do not remember that.
Yeah, he's trying to do something. It's like anniversary gift or some shit. It's a big giant
Pepper.
Yeah, sitting in the living room and
Oh yes, I remember that.
and the little arms were like here, and they like only stuck out so far, so like everybody thinks they're tits and they're not. They're the arms. And I'm pretty sure that everyone on set also thought they were rabbit boobs. I don't. But pig gestation is 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days, if that helps. Yeah, it was they weren't meant to be boobs, but because of how they were shaped and where they were located, I think everyone assumed that's what they were, including the actors. Because I when I watched it I go, where are the arms?
You've got that much of a budget and you can't get a decent stuffed bunny that doesn't look like it has giant memories.
Yeah, and like I originally thought that okay, maybe they are the boobs and like the arms are like really long hanging down by its side, and then there was like a big huge wide panel shot and I'm like, Those are the arms. Holy shit.
Alright, I guess.
Right? And I'm like, why? Why do the arms look like boobs? Who made this rabbit? Who designed this?
Someone who should never be left alone with a rabbit.
It should be in the Instagram, because I remember... Hold on. I think maybe it's in my chat history. Hold on a second. May 10th. I'm glad I have a habit of not deleting chats for long periods of time. So May 10th. May, June, July. She would have had it by now. She would have had them by now. Because she would have, if she got pregnant, she would have gotten pregnant right, like, a little before she left. So she... Yeah, if she did, then they're not viable at all. So she would have probably, more than likely, have had them by now. Let's see, May 10th, May, June, July. If she got pregnant the day that she left, she would probably be showing mammaries by now, like they would have started. But if I remember correctly, see, y'all weren't here yet, were you? May 10th. Because...
Oh yeah, we got here.
Were you?
Right before the beginning of March. No, at the beginning of March.
Beginning of March. Were the boys separated by May? Do you remember? No, they were still in there by May 10th, right?
I think so, yeah. I don't think we got them separated until maybe like June, July. No, I think it was probably June, late May.
Well, let's see. They were born the 26th of January. So, January, March, April, May. That is month number 4, not even month number 4. And we were told that if they do get pregnant before or around 4 months, that the pregnancies will not be viable. So, all of our girls stopped showing symptoms of pregnancy several weeks ago. Their bellies started shrinking, nobody has mammaries anymore. And no one is showing signs of things like sepsis or, you know, infection from not dumping unviable pregnancies kind of thing. And so when that happens, that means that the bodies have just absorbed it. And there's no, like, icky discharge or anything medical related coming from them. So there would have been signs and symptoms if they were partially viable and then became not viable. Like, there would be signs. Very similar to a person having that kind of thing happen to them. So heavy, you know, bleeding, lots of pain, you know, distress, discharge, that kind of thing. Like, just grossness.
We'd have noticed from the girls.
Yeah, exactly. It would have been very noticeable if they had had a partial, you know, even semi sort of viable pregnancies and then suddenly they weren't. Instead of absorbing them, they would have come out the other way. And so that didn't happen. So I think if she is, that her body isn't going to be able to hold them. And if they do, you're not going to get very many. So.
Gesundheit.
Oh my gosh. Oh, did you do a spiral for that one?
Yep. Right at the top right corner.
Oh, cool. It's fighting. His little foot is here. Arrow's over there. So who's fighting? I just don't. Water from the stem down to the tip, very gentle water, and fingertips only, no soap. And then very gently reconnect any separate pieces that have separated, because they're like hook and eye, like Velcro. So you can very gently reconnect split feather pieces. What are those things called? The feather, individual feather thingies. You know what I'm talking about? You pull a feather apart, the little, you know what I'm saying? Not the fluffy bit at the bottom of the...
Like the vein?
No, the part that makes up the whole feather. Each of those like little individual things that you can smooth together to make the feather look like a feather. Those have a name, and I don't think I've ever learned what it is.
I've got no idea.
And I fear before the phrase, have you ever felt this way? And then for cleansing, it's whatever you feel appropriate for however you found it. If you need to feel like you cleansed the feather. So, you know, hold it over incense or let it sit in moonlight or whatever you feel is the best. It just depends on the circumstance in which you found it. And how it feels too. Have you ever wished for an endless night? Last all the moon and the stars and pull their rope tight. I don't know if she intended for that to be the reference, but every time she sings that part of that song, I always think of It's a Wonderful Life, where he talks about lassoing the moon and pulling it down for her.
If it's intentional, that'd be really cool.
You want the moon? I'll lasso the moon and I'll pull it down for you, is what he says. I'll give you the moon. I love that scene. Like, I wish I had someone in my life like that who I both felt that way about and they felt that way about me. You want the moon? I'll lasso the moon. I'll give you the moon.
It's very sweet.
Mm-hmm. It's like I can't give you the world, but I can at least give you the moon. Cannot give you the world when you are the world. Oh wow. You look sad. What happened?
Oh, nothing. I'm just waiting for that dye to settle.
Gotcha.
Perhaps contemplative, but not sad.
Gotcha. Well, that's good. Because you kind of almost had this, oh no. Like, did I use the wrong color there? Kind of like expression almost from this angle. That's what it appeared.
I completely missed a sputter there.
There's some on the color next to it as well. You see it?
Oh. Yeah, because I haven't flipped it yet.
Gotcha. Well, that makes sense.
I was about to bag that up, and I haven't flipped it yet.
glad I said something, because then...
Thank you. Well, I'll bag this one up because I have flipped this one.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Double check.
Apparently I have to. Oh yeah, I totally want to use this muck dye for something.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do some shibori in it.
Oh, yeah. We've got tons of blanks. All over.
Right, especially kids' t-shirts, even if they're a wonky color, they'll get played in and stained anyway.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's exciting because it's tie-dye, not necessarily because it's good tie-dye.
That's true. Okay. I'll take a look when I'm not live and see. May, June, July. So that's 2 months and 10. So if we count, if she pretend she got pregnant the day they left, or the day her and stuff left, I think, what was that? A day trip, I think. It was one day.
She wasn't gone more than 3.
Because I think it took her a day to get back. Because she didn't have to stop and potty the pig. She only had to stop and potty herself. Her and Jason. So, what was it? At most 3 days. So let's say May 8th. Let's say she got pregnant May 8th or 9th. May, June, July. It's 2 weeks. Oh, don't start with the yodeling. Oh my god.
But he wants to.
So she wouldn't be starting to show memories just yet. But her little nipples would be pokey, I think. But it's kind of hard to tell though, because sometimes with female pigs, when they hit puberty, their nipples also get pokey. Especially when they're at heat and stuff. Does she smell like maple syrup? No, seriously, because that's spread to the other girl pigs. I was patting them and both my hands smell like maple syrup. That's the natural scent that Valkyrie gives off.
Cool.
So does she smell like maple syrup at all? Because the other two definitely do. Even if, like, not, like, with your nose in the air, but, like, when you touch them and then smell your hands.
Like a tomato plant.
Yeah. Because puberty also means pokey nipples for girl pigs.
Like, fuck, it's not for humans.
Right? We just get the weird boob buds at the beginning of puberty. Like, it's so strange how boobs form. It's so weird. They do. They call them buds.
Ew.
Right? That's where the term budding comes from.
Ew.
It's actually like the scientific term for when that part of the body starts to develop. They call them buds.
Gross.
Right? Yeah, because every time Valkyrie goes into heat, she smells like maple syrup. It's weird. And it's strong. It's really strong, especially when she's at the peak of her heat, which she hasn't really smelled like that. She kind of does, but she kind of doesn't. She's still nursing, I think. July 4th, or July 5th is when they were born.
She's still nursing. I've seen her.
Is she? Wow.
At least a little bit.
Maybe it was just the stress of being stuck inside that she didn't like. But then she kept asking to come in before, like, when she first got pregnant. We didn't put it together that she was pregnant, but yeah, she asked to come in early in her pregnancy.
Maybe it's just what she thought she was supposed to do.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, that's pumpkin. Pumpkin. Oh my goodness, what happened? You little sick, baby. What did you do? Wake up. Wakey, Edgy Becky. Hey, honey, wake up. Use your foot. Does it hurt? No? Why is your foot so dirty? Huh? What you get into? What you do? Huh? What you do? Okay. It didn't come off on my finger. I don't know what he did. He stepped in something. Oh, I bet you that thing is charged enough I can fucking connect it to the speaker finally. Oh. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around.
Said I don't wanna
Leave you alone, you change my mind.
Baby, I got your number. Oh,
I know that you got mine. Ah! Ow.
you know that I called you.
I've called too many times. You can call me, baby. You can call me anytime. You got to call me. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn right back around. Said I don't wanna leave you alone, you gotta make me change my mind. I don't want no one to squeeze me, they might take away my life. I don't want no one to squeeze me, they might take away my life. I just want someone to hold me, oh, and rock me through the night. This beautiful heart can love you, yes, and give you what you need. Oh, that's pretty.
I like it.
I said this you.
Can you set that speaker back on top of Jordan, please? Yeah, sure. Thank you.
What you need.
It has charged. Won't you go chasing around, wasting my precious energy? I can relate to that so hard. Let's not turn right back around. And I'll turn right back around. Why am I not getting alerts? That's weird. Ow! Jeebus. give me one reason. Oh, give me just one reason why. Baby, just give me one reason. Oh, give me just one reason why I should stay. Said I told you that I love you, and there ain't no more to say. Cocaine flame in my bloodstream. Sold my coat when I hit Spokane. Bought myself a hard bag of cigarettes. The early morning rain. In your hands, they don't feel like mine. My eyes feel stung with dust and grime. Held you in my arms one time. Lost you just the same. Jolie, I ain't about to go astray. It's too late. Yeah, that looks like memories to me. Jess, if you're still here. So she might have got right before she left. Left here, I mean. But there's still a chance that they might not be viable. So just keep an eye on her. That sucks though. Because you just had a pig that just had babies. Oh my goodness. Because that wasn't quite the 4-month mark, and we were told that if they get pregnant before or at 4 months that they won't be viable. It's only after. And that was before the actual 4-month mark. Way too long. Need something you can hold on to. My town, how I don't one of them things will do. Jolie, it's too late. I found myself face down in the ditch, losing my head, blood on my lips. Picture you, holding a picture of me, in the pocket of my blue jeans. Still don't know what love means. Still don't know what love means. Well, that's good. La, 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 la. Jolie. What?
Jolie.
Yeah. I always imagine that this is like Jolene from the man's perspective. So if you listen to the lyrics of the song, he still loses her anyway. I imagine that Jolene and Dolly's character ran off together
That would be epic.
and left him and his drug-addled brain. Because he in this song, he's like, I don't know if you're actually paying attention to the lyrics, but he's like, I found myself face down in the ditch, booze in my hair and blood on my lips. So he's tripped and fallen
In the ditch.
and then
he
like
can't
the
get up.
opening line was fire cocaine in my bloodstream, and then I sold my coat when I hit Spokane, and then bought myself a hard pack of cigarettes. Like, that's the opening line of the song. So he's like out of his mind. I think he's like out of his mind in grief, and because Jolene has run off with some other person.
Some other woman.
Some other woman. Diana by Cam is the other woman's side. Oh. Yeah, I'll have to listen to it later. I'll send me a message on Facebook to remind me, please. I've started to curate this playlist of songs that don't get me blocked that I have to keep editing. I've tried, on the latest video that I uploaded, I've tried to mute just the song and it hasn't been successful, so I'm going to have to mute that whole... sure, that'll work. I've had to mute that... I'm going to have to mute the whole bit that is like me talking over the song, because they can't edit it out or whatever. They're having trouble, which sucks because with that one stupid song, it is completely blocked. Like worldwide, I can't. It's got a red circle lined through it. Hold on tight, the night has come, passing off your earthly burden. You have just begun. It's utterly ridiculous. In the middle of the night, I saw you bleeding thunder. I could hear you scream. Solid to the air I breathe. Open eyed and fast asleep. Falling softly as the rain. It's almost 7. I thought you guys were supposed to be going today. I said I thought you guys were supposed to be going today.
Going where?
So wasn't relay today or no?
Oh no, that's on Friday.
Is it Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because like Steph was talking like it was today too, and I was like, is it?
I mean, I don't think so. No, it's only the 27th.
Okay. I was so confused. I'm like, well, how are y'all supposed to go today if no one's here? I'm like, that's so confusing. Makes more sense now.
Mom had a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, I know. It was at 2 something. They've been gone a long time.
They had been. I didn't realize it was already so late.
Yeah, it's 6:42, 6:43.
Alright.
Apparently, I think Dr. Sony was running behind or something as part of it.
Ah.
I think the other part too is that they were trying to stay out in case Steph wasn't getting admitted, and she's not,
Of course not.
which is stupid. She's positive for MRSA, and they're just gonna give her a bunch of medication and send her home. Which ideal, but we know that's not gonna work. It's fucking MRSA.
Yeah. Yes, that works for our scenario, but that's not going to help her.
No, it's not. It's not gonna be strong enough. Secure yourself to heaven. Hold on tight, the night has come. Passing off your earthly burdens. You have just begun. You're the night silently. Wonder I could hear you scream. Solitude, the air I breathe. Open night and best to sleep. Now the light right through the sun. Now we are a chosen one. One day the night has come. These things that we guarded flame. Now we are a chosen one. Excuse me. Oh, okay. I'll have to cut another one. Be forever inside of you. A present for your friends to open. Street. Singing out. So goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs of society howl. Can't let me in your penthouse. Going back to my past. That's really pretty. The spiral's a little wonky.
Just a smidge. I didn't even.
It's not round. It's a little old, like you got a weird snail shape going. It's cool though. It looked the gather looks really good. It dyed really well, like the contrast and stuff.
Whenever I do one up in the corner or anything too far off center, I always get a little bit of a oval going.
It's cute though.
And especially when it's on, it won't be super noticeable.
Yeah, and I like the way the colors turned out. Again. Maybe a better replacement. There's plenty like me to be found. Mongrels who ain't got a penny, sniffing for tidbits like you on the ground. So goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs of society howl. Can't plant me in your penthouse. I'm going back to my plow, back to the howling hold out in the woods. decided my future lies beyond the evergreen.
I found at least a couple of our plates. They keep getting used for dye.
Oh, do they?
Yep.
I know I don't have many in my room, not as many that are missing.
Yeah, we were missing way more than you could have accumulated.
Yeah, but once I go back up, I will dig around. Because most of the plates that I have up there are paper plates, so most, not all. I know I have at least 1 or 2 regular bowls too. But yeah, it is weird the amount of dishes we're missing.
Especially our bowls. They've just completely disappeared.
Yeah.
So much, everyone. Peace and love. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Peace and love.
My YouTube is actually linked in my profile. So if you tap the Instagram icon, it should give you the option to follow one or the other. It should like pop up. Oh, I think I forgot to delete this song off the playlist. I can't remember. Can you not? What are you doing? Oh yeah, really? Is that... Oh, okay, sure. What? Why am I the one being yelled at? Oh, what? What? You hear this trash I'm being talked to? My goodness.
What'd you do?
I don't know.
Something horrible.
I caught her being naughty, I think. Hello, hello.
All they had was little squash.
I see that. That's so large, it's vulgar.
Tiny.
My goodness. That puts Ron Jeremy to shame. Jesus Lord. It entertains me that you actually know who that is. I don't know why. Ouch, Jesus. Spotify, you're supposed to shuffle, not play. Oh, whatever. Excuse me. Are you confused because people came home? You missed the barky bark of the whole people arrival thing? Zora looks very perplexed.
Did you call him Marky Mark?
No, the barky bark.
Oh,
I said, did you miss the barky bark of people coming home? Because she's sitting there very kind of confused and her eyebrows are doing the little dance thing. And she's like, there's something I forgot to do, isn't there? And I'm like, did you miss the barky bark of people coming home? And she looks at me and she looks out the door and out the window and I'm like,
didn't announce the guests.
yeah. Yeah. I love when dogs do the little eyebrow dance thing. I don't know why. It's very cute. Oh, now she's got to inspect the boxes that have been brought in. Zora. I promise, those were not brought in for you. She says, you never know.
There's always the possibility.
They're not wrong, but you get banned for nudity and sexual content, even though you weren't doing anything. That's too funny. That is so funny. Books? All of those are books?
Those are all books. Yeah.
My goodness. No judgment, just my goodness. More like surprise rather than judgment. Like, oh wow, that's a lot of books.
You should never be surprised by the amount of books my mom has at any given moment.
Yeah, I shouldn't be anymore, but I always am regardless.
It looks like a lot of these are kids' books.
Mm.
Probably for
For
relay.
relay, yeah.
They were thinking about doing a free book thing.
Cool.
Aloha, Ohana.
I don't know what else to set out there and I don't know where it goes.
Sorry. I help why.
I am like so fucking hot in the back of that. Maybe that hot out.
Oh, that's right. You sat bitch.
Uh-huh.
Mom can't ride the back feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just let Mark drive. I could have taken over, but I'm too nice.
Is that what we're calling it?
That's what we're calling it.
Oh. Is this what put Rod Jeremy to shame?
Uh-huh. It's so large, it's vulgar. Do you see?
That is obscene.
That is incredibly obscene.
Can
And
you
the fact that it's not even yellowed yet.
Can you bring it here? I've got to, so they brought, what is this, a squash?
It's a zucchini.
Zucchini. This thing is so big, it's vulgar.
I wish ours would get that big.
And
That'd
it's
be awesome.
not even fully,
If you let them go, they probably would.
like
Zucchini just keep growing.
like
Jolly Green Giant.
like what the fuck? Like, that's my forearm.
Yeah. Elbow to fingertips.
Yeah, literally. So elbow to fingertip. So when fan fiction is talking about giant such and such, here's your visual. That's how big it is. Here you go. You can handle that shit like it's a baby. It's so big. God.
I don't want to handle it at all. Sorry.
No. Oh my
I did
god.
lots and lots of tie-dye.
They
hear.
did. They did a whole lot.
I hear you were like busting ass.
I had at least 7 done.
And we also have a plan for some fabric that we found. I'm going to steal the flat sheet out of a set of sheets,
That.
and
Oh,
then
this isn't clean. Let me rinse it off.
Here, well, whenever you want to. Here, I gotta go out. I'm gonna actually hold on. I'm gonna take care of the van because I gotta go out and get the stove.
Yeah, so you're gonna clean it?
Yes, and I'm gonna clean the fucking van while I'm out. I've got offered for help, so I'm gonna go get help, and I've gotta get my meds anyway. So I'm
Thank
just gonna
you.
do it. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna die tomorrow, and there's no way. If I crash and I hold still, that van will never get cleaned.
Yeah, and we need it clean.
And we need it
So
cleaned.
do it while you have the momentum.
Yes, because I plan on renting a rug cleaner and everything. Already got a cleaner for the seats, but I mean that thing's gonna need an actual carpet cleaner. Anyways, what?
there was a sheet set. We kept the pillowcases intact and the fitted sheet intact. I took
Okay.
the flat sheet because I need the fabric for what I'm doing. I need to line this. And whatever's left we can use for bandanas and other things.
Okay.
And Rory's going to crunkle it in fire colors because that's...
Oh, you're tie-dyeing it and then... Okay, cool.
And then I'm going to line, because I cannot use...
Gotcha.
this
I thought you were just totally like taking the sheet and just, oh, I'm just gonna use the sheet. As a fact.
No.
I'm going, oh my god, that is such a waste of good cotton.
No.
You're tie-dyeing. Okay,
No,
cool.
it's
That
going to be
works.
tie-dyed. The whole sheet's going to be tie-dyed, not in pieces.
Yeah.
The whole sheet is one
In
piece.
the fire colors.
What I
the
don't
Phoenix
use,
colors.
we'll use for other things because it's a full-size sheet. I don't know if I'm going to use all of it, but the fitted sheet is intact. I'm not touching that,
Okay.
and the pillowcases are intact. I'm not touching those
Cool.
either. So we can do whatever we want with them, and then if there's anything left that isn't scrap size, we can either use them as quilt squares if they're too small, or make bandanas with it if they're big enough.
Okay, sounds good.
So it's not going to go to waste at all.
Cool. Because you know how to portion them into one corner.
I know how to do it, so it's not as wasteful, yeah.
Okay,
That looks really cool.
I have to go.
And really quick, since
No.
you're standing there,
What?
I'm making a bandana out of scraps.
That's kind of cool though. That's gonna be a really cool bandana.
I thought so.
It can't be dyed with our Dharma dyes, but unfortunately, But
Doesn't need to be. I mean, yeah. I mean,
if I want to dye it,
it's a lot of fun looking.
if I want, it'll look cool over my blue hair.
It'll look cool just
Oh, yeah.
the way it is.
Yeah,
It's
you don't
very
even need to
antique.
dye
You
it.
don't need to.
But if I
I'll
wanted
keep
to,
it
I'd
authentic.
I'd just throw it in the pot with
Right?
the other lace if I get tired of it.
What size is it? Who is it for? What colors are they?
There are any colors you want to do. They're vertical stripes.
What garment is it?
It's just a t-shirt. It's a t-shirt for sale with vertical stripes. Just whatever you want to do. There's no rhyme or reason to them. Yep, and the short ones like this are the side. That's why they're short. Because it actually has the same width there as it would all the way around.
So the center line is the center of the shirt.
Yep, the center line is actually the center, the blue.
The actual.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool.
Straight up and down vertical.
Yep.
Awesome.
So I knew that if I didn't measure it out and make it actually straight, that you would probably go nuts and try to dye over it.
I would never have noticed, but when I
Yes, you
finished
would've.
the shirt, it would have bothered me.
Yes. I'm gonna say you would have noticed when we held it up if it was slightly crooked, because you've noticed them on me before.
Yeah.
When something was just slightly off, you commented and it drove you nuts, didn't
Hey, Roy, I need my lighter back.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, I'm out.
Yes.
I'm got some new smoke.
Cool. Do you want to take moose?
Sure. Where is it?
Right next to the lighter.
Oh, I see it now. Bottle was tied in.
I think the colors you picked for the practice look fine, honestly. I mean, they're weird, but they're not terrible.
Well, I ran out of hibiscus, so this one has a little bit of dragon fruit.
Uh-oh.
It's okay, they're basically the same color.
A little bit. Close.
They're close enough, I don't think it'll be
Close
noticed.
enough. Yeah. Well, I actually did a striped one that every single one was a different color. I just literally went do, and if I didn't have a different color, I combined two. And every single stripe was a different color. It was really cool. It was one of those, wow, I have odd colors left. What the hell do I do with them? I don't want to make more dyes, kind of thing. Okay. I think that's it. I came back in. Oh, water.
Happy van cleaning.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I need I need the contract.
We have
We
more?
had two of them. There were I swear I just saw them up here.
I should have used the Wedgwood for your tank top.
Huh?
I should have used the Wedgwood for your tank top to see that color.
Mm.
That's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, Wedgwood would have been really pretty. Okay. Drawstring liners. Oh, these are.
Oh,
cat
you posted them in my my Discord. I think she's part of it too, so she probably saw it.
What?
I was responding to Starshine and Jess. So, while our girls are not reproducing, Willow probably is. Willow probably got
my God,
right
she
before
is?
her little boobies are sprouting.
Oh no.
So she probably got right before, like
And
right
did she
before
get
she.
defense from anybody?
Nope.
Because she shouldn't have, because the other ones are like, oh my god.
Yep. She said.
Damn, we had such high hopes that she was gonna be not well. Oh man.
She's got boobies, and not just pokey boobies, but boobies.
Oh, the other ones do. That's how I figured it out.
Yeah, but their memories are shrinking though. Like the memory
Yeah,
sacs
they
are
are.
shrinking.
They actually are.
So I'm sure if they got way before Willow did, and I think Willow,
Yeah.
yeah.
Willow
Willow
just
just
big
old
enough.
enough.
She was old enough with a few babies enough. Maybe she has less babies in her. So
Jesus, bowling ball. Oh,
Come
Tabitha
on,
wants
cat.
out.
No dog.
But cat gets to
Come on,
go
cat.
out. You hear? But the cat can go out.
I like that Tabitha asked to go out.
Yeah. Bull. Did you hear? Like, okay, bowling ball. Because that's what she sounded like when she hit. Like, she was, boom.
Yup.
Excuse me.
Now I remember what it was I needed.
Uh-oh.
My
Keys?
speaker.
Oh.
My speaker back.
Okay.
Because they stole my attachments to my stereo.
Who?
The fix-it people, or either the dealership or
The
the
fixing people.
either the dealership or the
The guy?
They stole your adapters.
The
yeah,
mechanic?
they stole my adapter. Yeah,
Wow.
not like either the dealership with mechanics or the tow truck guy.
Probably.
So I
just
have a line in, and then I've got that little adapter that goes in an iPhone because they don't have the newer iPhones that hooks on to like
They don't have headphone jacks.
yeah, it turns into the headphone jack. Those things are like $30.
I bet you it was the tow truck
So
guy.
yeah, it probably. Who knows who it was? All I know is that all my cords are gone,
Rude.
except for the micro USB cord, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
The shitty one.
Who needs that one?
If you want. Okay, she did pause it. If you feel comfortable enough to climb over the massive trail in my room on the back railing of my. It's where my speaker sticks, I think. Either it fell and it's in the middle of my bed, or I put it back up on the railing, balanced there.
Yeah,
If
sure.
you would grab mine and bring it down, that would be very appreciated.
No problem.
Thank you. And if you cannot find it, that is okay. Because I pushed my bed in and I remember it fell, but I don't remember putting it back up there. I mean, you can't miss a giant fucking red speaker. Zor's like, thank you. How dead is not dead at all.
Cool. Love it when devices aren't dead.
Yes. I mean, I think the color combination is a little odd, like very 90s, but it doesn't look bad. I don't think. Yeah, Zora made a face because Rory came down the stairs really fast and stopped suddenly in front of her, and she like Zora reared back like, "Oh shit!" It was kind of funny.
How do I react to this?
She just woke up not that long ago too, because she had a very long nappy nap. Oh. And she just, please let me out.
That was fairly polite, so I decided to oblige her.
That's fair.
I dyed it. Oh, crap.
What?
I was about to say I dyed it, but Steph's gotta snip all those and rinse it, but I don't know when she's gonna be back.
I can snip them, I think. I should be able to. I can't look at the stars. Ah. I almost stuck that under my fingernail.
Oh, I
Jeebus.
hate that.
Why would you do that?
I wanna take you to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Start from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something.
Yes, I got nothing to lose. I still don't know all the words to this song, and I hear it constantly.
Get a fast car. out of here, been working at the convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive
Let me tack this down. Do you need me to snip it now, or are you gonna let it sit for a while?
I'm gonna let it sit for a bit. I don't
Okay.
even have it nuked yet, but thank you.
All right, just let me know. I think I should be able to, because I think these will be sharp enough not to cut the fabric.
my home man's got a problem.
That's always my issue. I don't want to cut the fabric.
Yeah, and I think part of her issue is that she needs her glasses updated, which is why she keeps nipping fabric by accident, and she's using scissors that are way too large.
Yeah. Big dull boys.
Yeah.
Front row scissors.
Ron Jeremy scissors.
Yeah.
You got a fast car. Is it fast enough to find a way? You gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or live and die this way. So remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast, I felt like I was drunk. City nights, day out before us, and your arms don't wrap around my shoulder.
I have a feeling that I belong. I have a feeling I need someone, need someone, need someone.
You got a fast car. We go cruise and entertain ourselves. Still ain't got a job. Now work in the market as a checkout girl. I know things will get better. You'll find work and I'll get promoted and we'll move out of the shelter. Buy a bigger house and live in the suburbs. So remember when you were
Driving in your car, speed so fast and I was drunk. City lights stay out before us, and your arms are nice wrapped around my shoulder, and I had a feeling that I belong.
had a feeling I could be someone.
Be someone, be someone. Hello.
You got a
Hello.
fast car.
Hello, big red. This is my big bed. Oh, shit. Oh, God damn it. You stop.
So remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast, I felt like I was drunk. City lights stay out before us, and your arms are nice wrapped around my shoulder, and I had a feeling that I belong.
Excuse me.
I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. You got a fast car, fast enough so you can fly away. You gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or even die this way.
Goodbye, four-leaf clover. Hello, gonna ride. Don't cry, the fight ain't over unless you let it pass you by. Pumpkin and Zaza on here with me. My two puffballs. Hello, pretty girl. Tiny. Yeah, you're the beauty baby. You're a beauty baby. You know what I mean? My foxy baby. You love me. So I think. And the reason. There's reason just to not believe. Know that you are left is treason. It's treason just to let it be. I'm looking for a song to sing it. I'm looking for a brand new borrow. I'm looking for my radio. So I might find a hide and follow. I've never been just longing for your loving. I've never been just wearing down to nothing. I've never been just looking for a reason. So that maybe you'd be thinking of these beyond the dreams and secondhand shoes just so far gone that you led to lose. And it's too late to go home all alone. That old cigar and the worn out cable on the cable car, and too tired to admit you've got to choose. He got up and he's wandering around somewhere. I'm looking for a song to sing, yeah. I'm looking for a friend to borrow. Oh, there he is. He's over there. Radio. So I might find it hard to follow. I've never been just longing for your loving. I've never been just wearing down to nothing. I've never been just looking for a reason. So that maybe you'll be thinking of me. Oh, you'll be thinking of me. Meatipus. Meatipus. Meatipus.
It's not the long flowing dress that you're in, or the light coming off of your skin. The fragile heart you protected for so long, or the mercy in your sense of right and wrong. Not your hands searching slow in the dark, or your nails leaving love's watermark. It's not the way you taught me off the roof. Your questions like directions to the truth. It's knowing that this can't go on forever. Likely one of us will have to spend some days alone. Maybe we'll get 40 years together, but one day I'll be gone. One day you'll be gone. We were vampires and death was a joke. We'd go out on the sidewalk and smoke, laugh at all the lovers who would play. I wouldn't feel the need to hold your hand. Maybe time running out is a gift. I'll work hard till the end of my shift and give you every second I can find. And hope it isn't me who's left behind. Knowing that this can't go on forever. Likely one of us will have to spend some days alone. Maybe we'll get 40 years together. One day I'll be gone. One day you'll be gone. knowing that this can't go on.
Not even 3 stitches in. Are you kidding me?
Likely one of us will have to spend some days alone. Maybe we'll get 40 years together. One day I'll be gone. One day you'll be gone.
If I could say anything, anything, what would it be? Good question for our destined reality. I would tell you that I love you, even when it doesn't show. I would tell you that I love you, baby. By now I hope you know. If you could go anywhere, anywhere, what would you see? Take a step in any direction, just make believe. If your mind is always moving, hard to get your heart up off the ground.
Okay. This is hindering more than helping, so hopefully
But your thoughts never made a sound.
I'm gonna take this off and then redo it.
And we won't break if we let go. You and I already know we were bound to be set free eventually. So here we are now. You can say anything. If I could ever go anyway, it go like this. Take it back to a couple years yesterday, to our first kiss. In that moment, I loved you. This isn't how I ever saw it going down. In that moment, I loved you. I wish I knew then what I know now. We won't break if we let go. You and I already know we were bound to be set free eventually. So here we are now. You can say anything. You can say anything. All you listen to your heart. It's gonna tell you what you need. Take care of yourself, and don't you worry about me. Oh, you should listen to your heart. It's gonna tell you what you need. Take care of yourself, and don't you worry about me. We were bound, but we let go. You and I already know we were bound to be set free eventually. Here we are now. You can say anything.
I was rewriting this song to stand ahead.
You can say anything. You can say anything. You can say anything.
What doing, Arrow?
Always say anything. Running through my mind, like the back of my hand. The gold in the rainbow, nothing panned out as I've planned. This heavenly milk and honey's gonna make your soul satisfied. But I've learned how to swim Twisted guardrails on a highway, broken glass on the cement. The ghost of someone's tragedy, how recklessly my time has been spent. You stay, oh, it's never too late. You don't get any younger. But I learned how to starve the emptiness and feed the hunger. Up on the watershed, standing at the fork in the road. You can stand there and agonize till your agony's your heaviest load. You never fly as a get used to a country life.
What are you doing?
Learning to face the path at your pace. Every choice is worth your while. And there's always retrospect. Light a clearer path. Every 5 years or so I look back on my life, and I have a good laugh.
You know what?
Start at the top, go full circle round, catch a breeze, take a spin. But ending up where I started again makes me wanna stand still.
I think I'm gonna do this a different way because this is just fucking pissing me off.
On the watershed, standing at the fork in the road.
Jesus Christ.
You can stand there and agonize till your agony's your heaviest load. You're fly as a crow flies. Get used to a country life. You're learning to face the path at your pace. Every choice is worth your while. Stepping on a crack, breaking up and looking back. Every tree limb overhead seems to sit and wait till every step you take becomes a twist of fate. Up on the watershed, standing at the fork in the road. You can stand there and agonize till your agony's your heaviest load. You'll fly as the crow flies. You're used to a country life. You're learning to face the path at your pace. Every choice is worth your while.
No, I'm not going to put a knot.
Up on the watershed, standing at the fork in the road. You can stand there and agonize till your eyes, your heaviest load. And fly as the crow flies, get used to a country life. You're learning to face the path at your pace. Every choice is worth your while.
Every time I hear this, I expect it to say, I'm having your baby.
Every choice is worth your while.
I don't see it, but okay. No judgment for me.
Just the,
Confusion, but no judgment. Oh, yeah. I get it. That's funny. I love you. You're adorable. Your thought process, I swear. I'm not making fun of you. Like, you're you. That's all it is. I mean that in a good way, I suppose. At least I hope it's coming off that way, 'cause that's how I mean it.
Yeah. Definitely not bad.
Okay.
Oh, today I'm just a drop of water. And I'm running down a mountainside. Come tomorrow, I'll be in the ocean. I'll be rising with the morning tide.
A giant Hulk penis can go over here.
So big. Oh my goodness.
Nick, spiral or crunkle?
Hold on a second. Crunkle. Definitely. Yeah.
I'm an atom in a sea of nothing, looking for another to come by. Maybe we could be the start of something.
Let go. Jesus.
Together at the start of time. There's a ghost upon the moor tonight. Never seen our house. When you walked into the room just then, it's like the sun came out. It's like the sun came out, and the day is clear. My voice is just a whisper, louder than the screams you hear. It's like the sun came out. It's like the sun came out.
This is also from the Teen Wolf soundtrack.
Yeah, it's a good song.
The only part I don't like is that this part repeats too many times.
Lots of songs do that. It's like, it's good one or two, but if you do it even one too many and it gets... This is one sentence and this is like half a dozen times.
Yeah, more. Why is it repeating it so many times? It's like by the 8th time, you're like, is anybody else annoyed yet? But I like the rest of the song.
If we can, I'm almost positive there's an edit on YouTube somewhere where someone like cut that out.
Probably. Miss Matilda? Hi, baby. Yeah. For real? You gonna tell me about it? Are we singing?
She talks about as much as Kolchak does.
Yeah? I see you down there. Shadow face peering up out of the shadow between my feet. Hi, baby. Where'd you go?
Oh, she's over by Zaza.
Yes, come here. Come here. Come here. Rub them brain cells together. Come on. Get some fire.
She started wandering away until she finally saw you. She wasn't hearing anything.
Hi. It's Miss Matilda. Oh, what surprised you? You okay? I don't know what that was about. What happened? Was the vibration of Rory hitting the floor? So was that what shocked you? Is that what surprised you, honey? It's okay. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. no, not the table. Go that way.
Of course the table.
Right? Just like puts her foot on it. I'm like, no. Floor.
What do you think? Blues and greens or like blues and purple?
Blues and greens. 'Cause I think we've done quite a bit of purples and pinks. Not that it's, I mean, they all looked good, so, you know, it's not a complaint. But variation is a good idea, too.
Oh yes, always.
I like this song. I don't particularly like this cover, but I keep it because it's less likely to be blocked than because, you know, Sia is a problematic person.
Oh yeah.
The only reason why I don't particularly like this cover is because it feels like she said, yes, I'm gonna cover that song. I have no emotional ties to it whatsoever, but I'm going to cover that song. It doesn't feel like there's any emotional connection to what she's singing.
Yeah.
Which,
a little flat. She's got a very nice voice, but there isn't any depth to it.
yeah,
And Sia's a trash bag, but at least she's got some depth in her voice.
she really does, yeah. She has a really beautiful voice, and it's really sad that it's attached to such a problematic person. Like, holy shit. Like, no one thought it was weird that she was traveling the world with an 11-year-old?
Ah, fuck if I know.
Summer comes, winter fades. Here we are, just the same. Don't need pressure.
Because even if there wasn't anything gross going on,
Untoward.
it's still grooming.
No, no, boy, no.
Because then that person's less likely to see the problematic behavior, which kind of feels like the point, you know? She gave me my beginning. Well, okay, but still, that's why you should hold her accountable for the shit she's doing.
Yeah. You know she's better, right? Or you should. She should be better.
That's why I hate when people are like, don't meet your idol, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, meet your idol, find out how shitty they are, and then hold them accountable. Hold them accountable. Because people idolizing them is why they're famous. If they forget, well, I did this all on my own. No, you didn't. Because if people didn't buy your music or buy your movies,
Fans
nobody
are the
would know
whole
who you are.
reason you're anything.
Exactly.
That being organized by the family.
And I've been the fool before. This time I'm gonna slow down. I think this could be more. I think I'm looking for. Just please don't say you love me. 'Cause I might not say it back. Doesn't mean my heart goes skipping when you look at me like that. There's no need to worry when you see just where we're at. Just please don't say you love me, 'cause I might not say it back. Please don't say you love me, 'cause I might not say it back. Doesn't mean my heart stops skipping when you look at me like that. There's no need to worry when you see just where we're at. Just please don't say you love me, 'cause I might not say it back. Just please don't say you love me, 'cause I might not say it back.
I'm like trying to look at you again over my glasses like I did earlier. Like, stop doing that.
I don't think it's gonna work so well for you.
Right?
My nails, and the wind will rise up to fill my sails. So you can down, and you can hate, but I know places of the dark. I do not feel the romance. I do not catch the spark. My places of the sun and this places of the dark. I do not feel the romance. I do not catch the spark. When I notice life is like my expense,
Like meat or anything in the fridge.
words of my heart line up
Meat
like
or anything in the fridge.
prisoners on a bench. Screaming like needy children, tugging at my sleeve. I said I have no way of feeling so relieved. There was a time I asked my father for $1, and he gave it a $10 raise. When I needed my mother and I called her, she stayed with me for days. Someone's on the telephone, desperate in his pain. Someone's on the bathroom floor, doing her cocaine. Someone's got his finger on the button in some room. No one can convince me we are gluttons for our doom. But I try to make this place my place. I ask for providence to smile upon me, this sweet face. Yeah, but I'll tell you, my place is of the sun and this place is of the dark. I do not feel the romance. I do not catch the spark.
Okay, this is actually hurting my hand. So I'm gonna take a break from this.
Will not be upon the prince of darkness any longer.
Excuse me.
Maybe there's no haven in this
Okay.
world for tender age. My heart beat like the wings of wild birds in a cage. My greatest hope, my greatest
Hello, Ebbo.
dark degree.
Hello, Ebbo.
And my heart beat
Mwah. Ha!
and it bled upon my sleeve. Cries through like wounds needed healing. I couldn't hear them for the thunder. Was there the naked distance between hell and heaven's ceiling? And he almost pulled me under. Now someone on the telephone, desperate in his pain. Someone's on the bathroom floor, doing her cocaine. Someone's got his finger on the button in some room. No one can convince me we are gluttons for our doom.
Be right back. I'll go check and see what we got in the fridge.
This place, my place. I ask for providence to smile upon me, this sweet face. But I'll tell you, my place is of the sun.
Are we doing another forge night?
Pretty much. Unless there's anything in the fridge.
I was, I'm just checking. It's no big, no like. I like a good quesadilla.
We have what's up? Cool.
fingertips across my skin. The palm trees swaying in the wind in my chest. You sang me Spanish lullabies, the sweetest sadness in your eyes, clever trick. I never wanna see you unhappy. I thought you'd want to stay for me. Goodbye, my almost lover. Goodbye, my hopeless dream. I'm trying not to think about you. Can you just let me be? So long, my luckless romance. My back is turned on you. Should've known you'd bring me heartache. Almost lovers always do. We walked along a crowded street. You took my hand and danced with me. Images. And when you left, you kissed my lips. Told me you'll never ever forget these images. Oh, that I never want to see you unhappy. I love you all the same for me. Goodbye, my almost lover. Goodbye, my hopeless dream. I'm trying not to think about you. Can you just let me be? So long, my luckless romance. My back is turned on you. I should've known you bring me heartache. Almost lovers always do. I cannot go to the ocean. I cannot drive the streets at night. I cannot wake up in the morning without you on my mind. So now you're gone and I'm haunted, and I beg you just fine. I'm not that easy to walk right in and out of my life.
Alright, let's see what we got.
Goodbye, my almost lover. Goodbye, my hopeless dream. I'm trying not to think about you. Can you just let me be? So long, my luckless romance. My back is turned on you. Should've known you bring me heartache. Almost lovers always do.
Maybe I can do.
You're giving me a million reasons to let you go. You're giving me a million reasons to quit the show. You're giving me a million reasons. Give me a million.
Oh, that turned out cool.
It was very Steph-like.
About a million.
The lights are all crooked
If I
and
had
shit.
a highway, I would run for the hills.
Like, they kind of swoop a little.
Highway and forever be still.
Yeah.
But you're giving me a million reasons.
That looks cool though.
It's not bad.
Giving me a million reasons. About a million reasons.
It tickles me. I don't know why.
And all of her talk about it pleasing my gremlins.
And now there's like a swoopy line.
Uh-huh.
Get stuck in a cycle, I look off and I say, it's like that I stopped breathing, but completely aware. Giving me a million reasons, a million reasons, giving me a million reasons, about a million reasons. And if you say something that you might even mean, it's hard to even fathom which parts I should believe. Giving me a million reasons, give me a million reasons, giving me a million reasons, about a million reasons. I bow down to pray and try to make the worst seem better. Lord, show me the way to cut through all this worn out leather. I've got 100 million reasons to walk away. And baby, I just need one good one to stay. Hey, hey. Oh, baby, I'm bleeding, bleeding. Hey. Can't you give me what I'm needing, needing? Every heartbreak makes it hard to keep the faith. Baby, I just need one good one, good one, good one, good one, good one, good one. When I bow down to pray, I try to make the worst seem better. Oh, that's a hard note to hit. And cut through all this worn out leather. I've got 100 million reasons to walk away. Baby, I just need one good one, good one.
It feels like it's even too high for her to hit. Like she's shouting it instead of singing
Baby,
it.
I just need one good one to stay.
I'm gonna have to figure out a different way to sing that song.
Did you really think I just forget and forget? No. After catching you with her, your blush right cold, so cold. With you're two-time and cheap lying wannabe. You're a fool. If you thought that I'd just let it go, I see red, red, oh red. I got to your head. Now all I see is red. Did you really just say she didn't mean anything? I remember those words when I come to your soul, your soul. Know that you dug your own grave, now lying. You're so cool. Revenge is a dish best served cold. I see red, red, oh red. I got to your Don't you know that you're better off dead? I see his blood.
What were you doing? Skulking around looking all guilty. What'd you do?
I see his blood.
I'm making Lori a couple of cheese quesadillas. Would you like any?
Sure. 2, please.
We can fight our desires, but when we start making fires, we get ever so hard. Whether we like it or not, they say we can love who we trust. But what is love without lust? Two hearts with accurate devotion. What are feelings without emotion? Going in for the kill, I'm doing it for the thrill. I'm hoping you'll understand. Now let go of my hand, going in for the kill. I'm doing it for a thrill. I'm hoping you'll understand. Now let go of my hand.
So I know that it's gonna be.
I had my hotel on the line. Will they be ready for you in time? If you leave the route too long, will they be withered by this song? Full stops and exclamation marks. My words stumble before I start. How far can you send emotion? Can this bridge cross the ocean? I'm going in for the kill. I'm doing it for the thrill. I'm hoping you'll understand. Now let go of my hand. Going in for the kill. Doing it for the thrill. I'm hoping you'll understand. Now let go of my hand. Don't let go of my hand. Now let go of my hand. Don't let go of my hand. Now let go of my hand. Don't let go of my hand.
Do you want just cheese on yours? We have diced ham. You still have a little bit of pepperoni in there.
Yeah, I'll take some pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
Yeah. That sounds good.
There's enough to do one of them with pepperoni. There's like 5 pieces.
Oh, that's fine. If there's enough, the diced ham or whatever, you can throw that in the other one.
There's lots of diced ham. I just didn't know which you wanted.
Oh, well, if there's only that little bit of pepperoni left, say that for someone else and then just give me diced ham on the quesadillas.
Well, I'll do one with pepperoni. Because, yeah, there's no big deal.
Okay.
I was just letting you know I didn't know if there was enough to do both of them.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Ham on one, pepperoni on the other. Yeah, that sounds good. Awesome.
You can have it just cheese if you want. but it also.
Oh no, I should probably do meat on it too. Oh, thank you. Oh.
Keeping my eyes open, I cannot afford to sleep. Giving away promises I know that I can't keep. Nothing fills the blackness that has seeped into my chest. I need you in my blood, I am forsaking all the rest. Just to reach you.
I think this is one of those things I have to turn and sew at the same time instead of trying to tack it down. Excuse me. Why do you look so guilty, Littlefoot? He's not up there, but like he like jumped up there with like intent to like
Do something nefarious.
yeah, and not like pee on the couch or anything, but like why did you look so like you were hiding something? Like, quick, I have change, and I told nobody I had no change. Like what? I don't have $20. What are you talking about? All right, dude, you're a cat, sure. I believe you. Because you have $20 hiding in that pocket you keep on your hip.
Gun holster.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no problem.
Ew, earwax. Gross.
Hey, we even have whole wheat.